Friday night to the one day. Boys in against no achi. I say when you almost are one day, I just want to Abu Booby Nade. To move, so man say. In a
Traffic in Ghana is crazy. I am not gonna lie. Like, compared to some places, it's very, very crazy. I mean, driving is crazy and the constant honking to everything and anything. Every time you hear beep, 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 you think somebody's beeping at you, but they're actually just beeping for no reason, you know? And when it comes to traffic laws, there isn't any traffic laws. There is no traffic laws, guys. I don't even know how to describe the driving in Ghana. A 2-lane can easily turn into a 4-lane. People just drive anyhow, even at the roundabout. They don't do it the right way. They don't give you way. I don't know. No one stops for anyone, really. Even roundabouts, people just move anyhow. However, like certain times of the day, especially in the nights, travelers are routinely stopped by the police because they have checkpoints throughout the country. So they have travelers are usually checked, you know, and they say that if you can drive in Ghana, you can drive anywhere. So I guess when it comes to like visas and stuff, it is not possible to get visa on arrival in Ghana. It is impossible. So most nationalities need to obtain a visa from their local Ghana Commission in advance. Be sure to check what kind of documents is required before you travel, because when you land in Ghana, that's going to be another issue. So try and make sure you have all these requirements before you come to Ghana. You know, Dumso is something that happens in Ghana all the time. Dum in Twi means turn off. So in Twi means turn it back on. So Dumso is like light on, like light off, light on, light off. So you'll be sitting there and the light will be off, basically, you know. So you'll be hearing a lot of Dumso in Ghana. There are times when there's no running water as well, and the internet connection is Ghana has like a vibrant cultural history which cannot be completely wiped out by colonization. So because of cultural diversity, there are many celebrations throughout the year. So most festivals are celebrated by specific tribes to commemorate past victories. So you have popular ones like Hogbochocho, which is like in the Volta region for the hours. And then you have the Homo festival. The Shanties have one. I'm sorry, I forgot. But there are a lot of different festivals that are celebrated in Ghana throughout the year. Okay, you can pretty much wear what you want. When it comes to clothing, you can pretty much wear what you want. But in the north, which is mainly kind of like Islamic, you should dress more kind of modestly. You know, cover your knees, your shoulders, and the weather is usually hot and humid, so try and wear kind of like loose clothing, you know, something to feel free in. You know, it is legal to sit in the back or on top of a truck while it's moving in Ghana. Most rules are pretty much out of the window. I mean, there was one time I went to Ghana and my dad actually picked me up from the airport, and he had a pickup truck and pretty much just loaded my bags into that, and I sat. It was my choice actually. I sat at the back of the pickup truck and just taking in the fresh air that was hitting my face. It was kind of cool actually. The next thing, what I love about Ghana, guys, is my people, because no matter how busy they are, they will engage with you, and I think that is such a cool thing to do. It's not even cool, it's a nice thing to do, in kind of like in the world that we live in, you know. Don't find it too weird if that happens to you. If someone's being very nice to you, just kind of respond back and embrace it, you know. Yeah. And there are more kind of taxi drivers in Accra. The amount of taxi drivers in Accra is insane. I'm sure there's more taxi drivers in Accra than in New York. Like, there's a lot of them every single time. People, you know, they see you walking down the road, they assume you're looking for a ride, so they kind of beep for you to, you know, engage with them, basically. One thing I've realized as well, Ghanaians, they kind of add like a friendly please to every yes or no. So they would say yes please or no please. You know, like if you ask them a question or something like that, that's how they respond. No please, yes please. They're just a bunch of like really polite, friendly people. And sometimes it doesn't seem so, especially when there is a queuing and certain discussions are getting loud and people are, you know, having a heated conversation and you're like, whoa. But yeah, usually that's just how we talk, that's just how we interact with each other, that's just how we joke around, that's just how we engage with each other. So don't let that scare you. One important thing that you need to do is learn the hand protocol. And what I mean by that is that always use your right hand to give and receive items and to eat. Always use your right hand, because the left hand is usually considered kind of like a bit rude, or I don't know, they just frown upon I don't know, they just kind of frown upon it. So just try and use your right hand for everything that you do if possible, and always greet people first when you enter into a room, right, or an area, and always be respectful, especially to elders. The older the person, the more the respect. So just try and be a little bit more respectful to your elders. Back to taxi fares are pretty much negotiable. If you're walking down, you can just do that, flag it down, and they stop. Or sometimes they see you walking on the road, they stop, and then you basically just tell them where you're going, and then you negotiate the price. Uber is usually popular. There's a lot of Uber service in Ghana, but make sure that you check the typical price of where you're going. Sometimes they can add a little bit extra if you are pretty new, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know kind of the prices, you know. So make sure you check the price before you commit to anything. Yeah, because sometimes they can tell you you're from overseas, and then they just kind of like double the price, you know. So make sure you do your homework and find out how much it takes to a certain area before you commit. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to blend in, very hard to blend in sometimes, kind of like your accent, the way you dress, your skin color. It's pretty difficult to blend in sometimes. I mean, for me, for example, when I go to Ghana, one of my favorite places that I go is Makola Market. That's one of the biggest markets in Ghana. and it is the biggest in Accra, to be honest. And I like to go there all the time. So usually, I mean, I don't always dress up. I like to dress down when I'm in Ghana. Just be casual, be very, very simple. That's me. So I try to really dress down when I go to the market. I just like going to the market just to see the vibe, the way people vibe with each other, the amount of stuff that is being sold, the different things, and just the, you know, the way people interact with each other. I love it, you know. So when I go to Makala Market, I tend to wear very, very, you know, whatever clothes. And even with that, without me opening my mouth, I don't wear makeup. I just go very simple, I try to blend in. That's what I'm trying to say. But even with that, without me opening my mouth, they can just tell she's a brony. That's what they call somebody who is from overseas or a foreigner or somebody like that. They call Obroni, Betoma Mie, Obroni, come and buy my item, Obroni, come and do this, Obroni, come and have a look at this. So they can tell that you are from overseas. They can tell sometimes, I think it's mainly the skin color and a certain vibe. I don't know how they know, but very smart, you know. So they call you over and ask you to have a look at what they have. I wasn't going to say this, but I have to. I mean, most Ghanaians, I have to say, when you travel, like, because you travel, people seem to think that you have a lot of money on you, like you're a rich person. So it's like foreigners are kind of treated like a celebrity, to be honest. Those of you who go to Ghana, I know you guys can relate. Foreigners get treated like a celebrity. Like if you're not African, you're Obroni, like I said. They go they go that extra mile to try and help you.